welcome to all our angels and archangels who have traveled from far overseas and across South Korea.
반갑습니다.
Welcome all the angels who have come today.
환영합니다.
I hope all the angels and archangels here today will see the God-man and receive His blessing.
천대를 받으시기 바랍니다.
I offer a salute to the God-man.
Welcome. Please sit down.
This. Take it out. Take it out. I said take it out. You need to do something about this. Reservation 6306, white car. Please raise your hand. Yes, we will now listen to the Godman's words of wisdom. Let us give our applause to
Are you okay? Welcome. In the Bible, Jesus' lineage. I've told you before, haven't I? From Adam, then Noah, Abraham, Boaz, Uzziah, Obed.
Jesus.
Jesus. Who was Jesus' grandmother? Ruth, right? So, she was my grandmother when I was in Israel? Ruth. But among our ancestors in the Bible, there are 4 women who appear. Who are they?
4.
Four women appear in my genealogy. Ruth appears as a grandmother. Mary doesn't appear in the genealogy, but she is mentioned as the mother. She is not treated as importantly in the Bible. Ruth is one, and Rahab is another. Rahab, what kind of woman was she? She was a tavern woman. She was a prostitute. Rahab was a prostitute. Then why was she included in our ancestors? And Ruth was a widow. Ruth was a widow and a foreigner in the Bible, right? She wasn't a Jew, was she?
A non-Jew became my grandmother and the wife of Boaz, right?
And so they had a child. And who is the other person? Tamar. Tamar appears at the very end. What kind of woman was Tamar? When her husband died, because the family line was going to be cut off, she had relations with her father-in-law to continue the lineage, and that's how my grandfather was born. So if she hadn't had relations with her father-in-law, the lineage would have been broken. Because our family would have been cut off. She got her father-in-law drunk and slept with him to have a child. She is the woman who continued our lineage. That's Tamar. There are all sorts of strange women. In our eastern land of courtesy, these are unimaginable things, but it's all in the Bible. They even included the shame of their ancestors. So we have to acknowledge that much about them. Our ancestors would have changed the family tree.
They would have removed that person. Isn't that right?
If our grandmother said they continued the lineage like that, it would be a huge problem. That family would be completely wiped out. That is how much our people care about status and lineage.
But that is not how it is for the Jews. There is another woman. Who is it? There's Bathsheba.
Bathsheba is also our grandmother. She is our ancestor. But David took his own general's wife. He took Uriah's wife by force and married her. And the general was secretly in battle. He had his own subordinates kill him. He committed the perfect crime.
Am I right?
That is Bathsheba. So these 4 women appear in the Bible. They appear in our genealogy. Women who appear in the genealogy. These 4 women appear in the genealogy. One person committed adultery to take another's wife. And what about Tamar? More. She slept with her father-in-law. She is the woman who slept with her father-in-law. Oh, you must know these 4 women in the Bible. Such incredible people married into our family, Jesus' family, and they connected the line from Adam to Noah, Abraham, Boaz, Uzziah, Abiud, and Jesus. And Jesus. And that is how I was born as Joseph's son.
Yeah.
Then Joseph's... Who is his grandmother? Oh, who is Joseph's mother?
It is Ruth.
If Ruth, that woman who gleaned behind the harvesters, had not followed, Joseph wouldn't exist.
Don't you think so?
If she had abandoned her mother-in-law and run away, would Joseph exist?
There.
The family line would have ended there. It would have gone extinct. But that woman, Ruth, even though she was a foreigner, followed Naomi to the end, saying she would serve her mother-in-law, and eventually she met Boaz, which led to our grandmother appearing. Our ancestor, you understand, right? That is why
The reason I came to be is there. That is what I mean. Understood? So these 4 women have such incredible fates in the Bible, but the Bible records these facts as they happen.
However, in our Republic of Korea, during the Joseon dynasty, if such a family existed, could they have put them in the genealogy? No. Women's names were not even in the genealogy at all. We never even put women in the genealogy.
Don't you agree?
But the Jews put women in the genealogy.
Yes.
That incredible fact.
There's a cultural difference.
So women were the victims of our genealogy?
Victims of the genealogy. We don't put women's names in the genealogy.
Right?
If a man is not born, the genealogy ends. The line ends right there. The family line that keeps the genealogy ends in the middle. If only daughters are born. Right? So Israel is not like that. Women also go into the genealogy. They put them in, and up to this day, these women, be it a prostitute, a foreigner, a woman who committed adultery, or a woman who slept with her father-in-law, all served as my ancestors to continue the line.
You understand, right?
Yes.
Did those people want to become prostitutes? No, they didn't. Did they want to become foreigners? They didn't. Did they want to commit adultery?
No.
King David was on the rooftop and he saw Bathsheba, the wife of Uriah, across the way at the general's house, bathing while naked. Did he see it? David did. As he watched, he realized she was an incomparable beauty. He already knew she was beautiful, but seeing her naked made her even more so. Isn't that right? So he said, go and seize that woman immediately. He had his way with her, and then had her husband sent to the battlefield to be killed. He had him killed. And then what did David do? David's conscience. Now you understand, right? David's conscience kicked in. Does every human being have a conscience or not? We must realize that we are interacting with each other through our conscience
Through conscience, everything.
is interacting with the soul. All souls are interacting through conscience, don't they?
Then this all souls thing means your conscience and mine are interacting.
That's right.
Every human being, when someone asks to borrow money and you can't lend it, your conscience feels a bit strange. Yes, doesn't it? I stole a persimmon from over that person's wall. Then your conscience feels strange. You can't sleep that night, right? Don't you? We all possess this law called conscience, whether someone tells us to or not. This is the fundamental law. Even without a constitution, we have this law called conscience remaining in us. We like this. It is a law made for you. The most important law in this conscience is filial piety. Filial piety wasn't a law in the past, so it was a choice, but if you go against your conscience and are unfilial, you can't sleep. Yes, right? If you abandon your father on the side of the road, can you sleep? You can't, you just can't. This is the law of conscience. So this thing called conscience is governing humans. That is why your conscience is interacting with the consciences of others. This is, what do you call it? Quantum superposition. So do quanta interact while overlapping with each other or not? Let's call all consciences souls. Then everyone's souls and consciences are interacting. So even when you don't know the divine, your conscience is constantly seeking to interact with the Creator who first made us in heaven. So isn't that so? Searching and searching, when I finally saw the divine human, I thought, aha, this is it.
You know what I mean?
How was your conscience formed? Over thousands of years of reincarnation, the conscience of a person who is doing well comes toward me, or the conscience destined for hell goes the other way. Their consciences must be different.
So only those whose conscience has arrived correctly
Are here with me. Therefore, this conscience is the first law and the first soul. You got it?
So David took his subordinate's wife and came to me feeling the pangs of conscience.
But then a prophet came to visit. Who was the prophet that came? Samuel. Yes, he came.
He came and said, Your Majesty, you killed a general and took his wife? This, not how the David of the past would act. You are King David, but the David we used to revere was not that kind of person. How could you take another man's wife and kill him? So what would David have said? I am sorry. I have committed a mortal sin. I have committed a sin worthy of death. He would have said something like that.
People who are above,
The king are the prophets. They control the king. That is how Israel is. In our country too, when Yi Shengye was king, there was Great Master Muhak.
Great Master Mohawk said, look here, please stop doing that.
Why are you so lustful? If he said that, King Yi Shengye would reply, I understand. I will be careful. Your negative karma is too thick. It looks like you'll get a skin disease. When he said that, Yi Shengye would say, I will take care of my health. He would say exactly that. Could Yi Shengye talk back to him?
No. To Great Master Mohawk, you couldn't talk back?
Please stop having an affair. If he said that, he couldn't do anything. Why are there so many court ladies? I don't have any? Great Master Muhak would say that, right? No, I don't have any at all. How did the two of them talk like that?
So Yi Shengye said, Great Master, today, don't use honorifics with me. Just treat me like an ordinary person. I am very uncomfortable. So please, just do that for today. So Great Master Muhak said, let's do that. He did. So the king made a mistake.
The great ancestor made a mistake. Oh, Great Master Muhak agreed to do it. From that moment on, the two of them started using casual speech. They did. It wasn't that Great Master Muhak wanted to do it, but since Yi Shengye asked, then let's use casual speech today. That is how they started exchanging casual words. I think Great Master Muhak looks just like a pig. Then he says, I think our king looks just like a Buddha. Then he says, we said we wouldn't do that today. Just tell it like it is. How do I look like a Buddha? When Yusuyoung says that, he says, no, you really look like a Buddha.
He says that. So he says, I told you to speak informally today, so why are you flattering me so much? So in the eyes of a pig, only pigs are visible. In the eyes of a Buddha, only Buddhas are visible. It's like that. How could a Buddha see a pig?
Right, exactly. You said that you looked like a pig to Master Muhak. Yes. You wanted to exchange compliments today, so by saying Master Muhak looked like a Buddha, you were honoring him. Is that really honoring him?
No. You tried to honor him, but it was actually a ruthless
strike against Li Xiongye. So you said, do I really look like a Buddha? Please just tell me honestly as I am. So he said, no matter how I look at you, you look like a Buddha. But Master Muhak asked, why do you keep looking at me so highly? When you asked him to speak freely for once, he said, in the eyes of a Buddha, everything looks like a Buddha. And in the eyes of a pig, everyone looks like a pig, everyone looks like a pig. So what did Master Muhak say? He called Li Xiongye a pig.
Am I right or wrong? So Li Xiongye took a hit. That's why he said, I can't beat our Master Muhak.
Isn't that so? That story has been passed down since the Joseon dynasty.
If you see others as pigs, then you are the pig. Slandering others, these precious children who have carried on the lineage, these children have been here since the Go-Joseon era.
If the lineage had been broken, you wouldn't have existed in the Joseon dynasty.
You would have vanished in the Silla dynasty. It means they never failed to bear a son. That is an ordinary family. Then your family is greater than the Rockefeller family. Why? Because for tens of thousands of years, the lineage has continued. The lineage has continued because they never once failed to bear a son in that family.
Oh, right.
So what kind of family is your family? Think about the family honor. If you go somewhere and think, my family has always produced sons, but if I don't marry and don't have children, am I the one who ends the lineage? My ancestors have all produced sons since the Go-Joseon era to continue the lineage. But if I don't get married and have children, I am the one who breaks the family line. Isn't that so? It's okay to cut off your own year. It means you shouldn't cut off your lineage.
You know what I mean, right?
Having that moral responsibility to continue the lineage in your conscience, that is conscience. Nah, that is filial piety. You understand?
Oh, the first duty of filial piety is to continue the lineage. Right? There were only those two true people back then, but now thousands have become true people. Hey,
wow. Things have changed drastically. I have created several thousand people like that.
The order came down directly from heaven. Without even notifying me, they just fell into place. And I had no idea until I got a call. They have all become Jinin, truthful people. It started from the 9th level below you. Yeah.
So because your conscience followed the right path, you reached the level of Jinin.
Right, isn't it? But that means I'm the one in Sokyo, Choi Xiaowu. Choi Xiaowu, other people became Jinin on a first-come, first-served basis. Choi Xiaowu is Shakyamuni. Right?
And who was it said that Lee Sin was?
I don't know. Divine Man.
The Jinin that I need to tell you about later are also extraordinary. But anyway, they have all become Jinin now.
All sorts of things happen. You have all been promoted.
If I had done it, would I have only done it for 10 people? Right? It was definitely not me who did it. It happened suddenly. From heaven, we must build a Jinin monument for the day all of you became Jinin. Later on.
Should be put up in heaven later.
And thousands of your names might be included there. There. Won't include the list, but the date was July 20th. I'll remember that date We will build a monument later, but the names won't all fit on the stone. So we must build that monument. A monument for the day the heavenly water appeared. We have to build it all.
We must build it according to our conscience.
There is another miraculous thing. You know our Pagong stone, right? The Pagong stone was brought in on a 100-ton crane.
A 100-ton crane. That 100-ton crane couldn't get in here. It couldn't be brought in. That stone over there is 33 tons. It's very big, right? They say a 50-ton one would tip over. Yes. If we couldn't bring it in. So because it was too heavy, a 100-ton crane had to come in. The crane operator came, looked, and said he couldn't do it.
So I said I would make it possible for him to get in. It's amazing, isn't it?
How much of my power I had to use. It was absolutely impossible to pass through. I'll just bring it anyway. There is nothing bigger than a 100-ton crane. It's the biggest one. Even bringing that in, there were power lines blocking the way from the entrance and a house blocking the alleyway. They were all getting in the way. When this 100-ton crane came, since the stone was loaded on top, was it high or not?
It was high.
Because it was loaded on the crane, it was so high it couldn't pass under any power lines. So we gave them poles. And the person sitting on the stone on top of the crane held the lines up. I just sent it through unconditionally. Just like that.
Ah, did I pull it off? But what? Am I telling this story? A miracle happened.
Yes, I went up to the front, but I can't go up this way. Over here. If you go up towards Soli, there's a bridge, so you can't pass through. Can't make the turn. So, with a 100-ton vehicle, plus 33 tons of stone on top, it's 133 tons, and it can't get through? How high is it anyway? That thing. Someone has to hang from the stone to lift the power lines to get through, and it's no easy task. You could get hurt there. Even though the stone is tied down, it sways. It sways on the crane. It's an incredible feat, but I was in charge of everything. It takes an hour just to pass through this front part. Everything power lines and trees gets in the way. Cutting these trees and passing through power lines, the White Palace stone didn't just come up on its own. It would have been nice if it came by plane. Could it come by plane? It's an operational area. Oh, so where's the bottleneck? You can't go towards Soyo. So is there a way to go up? This way or not?
There isn't. There isn't. You know the bridge right before the mineral spring? That bridge has to withstand 133 tons.
If it sinks, it just collapses completely. Since it passed through.
It is an amazing thing.
So when it stood right on the bridge, was there a road to go up? No.
No.
It couldn't go up. So if you make a right turn there, there's an embankment.
I built that embankment later.
But what's strange is that I had made an 8-meter road there a long time ago.
I had made it so it could go up, didn't I? I did. If it had been a 7-meter road, instead of 8, it couldn't have come up. You make a right turn from the bridge, and I had built that embankment as an 8-meter road to let things go up. Because of that, since the vehicle turns, it barely clears the 8 meters. Because of that, the bulldozer operator asked me, "Sir, why do we need to set this back 8 meters here? Just build it all the way to the edge." No. Leave an 8-meter road so it's easy to go up. I kept saying that. I did that, but I never even dreamed that the White Palace stone would come later. Isn't that right? So the bulldozer operator said 3 meters is enough. Why are you asking to set the embankment 8 meters back? Yeah, but still, set it back 8 meters and build it. So I built it that way. Later, when we brought the White Palace stone, because of that 8-meter road, we could make a right turn without going to the mineral spring. We turned right, went up, and went into the entrance there.
It fits because it's 8 meters.
It's amazing. There's not even an inch of room to spare. It squeezed. and the white palace stone went up to the village. It's incredible, right? But I don't even know why I pushed the retaining wall in by 8 meters back then. And after the white palace stone came, I immediately pushed that 8 meters forward. The yard became wider. Oh, when I look back at why I did that, it was because the white stone was coming. Yes, after the white stone came, I blocked it and took the wall out.
Yes, the yard above became wider.
That was construction I did years before the white palace stone even arrived. I didn't even think about bringing the white palace stone back then.
Do you understand now?
So everything is controlled by me from above. Suddenly, why did I push the wall in 8 meters? Even Dr. Choi asked me why I made it so wide, saying 3 meters would have been enough, or 2 meters if I really wanted to. I heard it dozens of times. Why push it? 8 meters when there's no use. Especially when even the path where water flows isn't 8 meters. It's 6 meters. But this side is 8 meters. I didn't know why, but years later, didn't I bring in the white palace stone?
Incredible.
That's why you, with your conscience and soul, cannot do such things. I did it because I am a God man, and that is how the white palace stone came to be. Can anyone else make water rise up? That also ended up rising up. Do you understand? So that yard became perfectly square.
In the past, it was sunken in like it was hit by a car or something.
That was an eyesore.
But even though it was an eyesore, why did I push the wall in like that back then? I couldn't understand it myself. And even though people around me told me not to, I insisted on pushing it in. But later, the white palace stone came.
So it was already planned to bring the white palace stone in.
You understand?
Rahab, Ruth, Bathsheba, and Tamar are all people whose stories were prophesied, musanoside.
These kinds of women were destined to come. We experience this with prostitutes and foreigners, and the descendants who came from them are even more precious.
If it were only Jews, and only the privilege of the Jews wouldn't be well regarded.
The ancestors of the Jewish lineage were like this. It shows this exact shape.
It's truthful, isn't it?
History has continued for thousands of years through people like Rahab, Ruth, Bathsheba, and Tamar. Think about it. If Ruth had made one wrong decision, our genealogy would have ended right there.
Where? It would have ended with Naomi.
Could it have continued? No.
It is because of such excellent Gentile women that the Jewish lineage was able to continue.
Do you understand?
So for all of you here, your fathers and mothers are world-class heroes. Is that right or not?
You must know this.
Whether they had wealth or money or not, your family, your lineage is a great one. But among those families, were the families of all those who belong to heaven sorted out this time or not? Everything is finished now. Judgment is past, right?
When did the judgment begin?
July 20.
July 20.
When did it start?
April of last year.
15 years ago.
Since the judgment started 15 years ago, they now continue their lineage as animals.
They can no longer continue it as humans. It's all sorted out now.
That is what you are appearing as. But there will be people among them who will come to heaven in the future.
They are already excluded from that.
We don't know who they are.
They will come looking for us.
Got it? Yeah. So you all have come at a very good time?
So, with your conscience after David committed adultery with Bathsheba, he felt immense regret. And when the prophet came and spoke to him, David admitted his grave sin. What does he do? He repents.
Oh, and yet how many wives did David have? 3,000.
How many wives did Solomon, David's son, have?
1,000. The son born to Bathsheba, Solomon, is his son.
My goodness. The first child, heaven mercilessly killed him. The first son David had, the one born when he committed adultery with Bathsheba. The child, born from adultery while her husband was alive, was killed. He made him get sick and die. And the second child, born officially after they lived together, although it started with adultery. She became his official wife. So the child born from that is Solomon. But that Solomon had 1,000 wives. In our country, there isn't even a royal palace to accommodate those 1,000. There isn't one. You would need 1,000 rooms, wouldn't you? It is incredible. Think about it. These Western people were sexually corrupt like this, sleeping with their father-in-law and such. What is this with prostitutes, Gentiles, adultery, and fathers-in-law? Interesting, right?
Interesting, right?
But those who continued the lineage like this, your families, didn't continue like this.
How wonderful your families are.
So you are children of a wonderful family, and since you have even reached the point of going to heaven, this has become a heavenly family, a heavenly family. On top of that, we have now made your ancestors into true beings. And
And we've made the descendants into true beings as well.
it looks like you're going to heaven. Is it good?
Is it not?
You understand? I will explain these things in detail during the lecture this afternoon, but I've just shown you a taste.
It's interesting, right?
So what kind of filial children should you become? You should say thank you to your parents.
1,000 times. Your ancestors must have done so many good deeds for tens of thousands of years to keep the lineage going.
They carried on the lineage. There is no one here born from parents who spent their lives at bars and drinking. Isn't that right? So you must cherish yourselves as people who have come from such a heavenly family background. I might be in a hurry, but if a 90-year-old grandmother follows me, I wait to meet her. But I just pass by telling her to see me later.
Each and every person is that precious. You know that, right?
Because whose descendants are you? You are from a family whose lineage has remained unbroken since the Gojoseon era, thousands of years ago. Think of how careful your parents must have been to keep that lineage alive. If they had just been reckless, drank, did bad things, or stayed single, would you even exist? Would you even exist right now?
We wouldn't.
Exactly, you wouldn't. So your family line has a great sense of pride. So when you go to the spiritual realm later, where does this conscience go to be checked?
To the judgment seat.
Why go to the place of the great judgment and get on the judgment seat?
This conscience
Goes up with soul and the spirit. The conscience of the spirit is firmly attached.
You understand?
That is why you must use your conscience correctly. What is conscience to your spirit? It is the gatekeeper. It is the gatekeeper. If this conscience goes wrong, even if the car is in great shape, if the steering wheel is handled poorly, will it work? It work. This conscience is the steering wheel of my soul, of the soul.
It is the driver of the soul. So if you let your conscience go astray even once, a lineage that has lasted thousands of years can be wiped out.
Is that right or not?
Understand, right?
I shouldn't pour cold water on a celebratory atmosphere.
Anyway, congratulations.
So no matter how much you dislike someone, you shouldn't hate them.
No matter how hateful they are, that person is the descendant of a family that has lasted until now. Even if someone defrauded me, they are a descendant of a family that has continued for thousands of years.
Right. Isn't that so?
Punishment is punishment, but the person themselves is a soul you should not hate.
You understand, right?
Even if you like me, should you stick to me like a strand of hair that won't fall off? That hair is suspicious. Oh, why is my face so ticklish? Oh, get off. No matter how much I like you, you should stay apart. Stick to me.
It's fun, right?
I talked about easy things today because of the time.
I'm a bit rushed, but I'll talk about it in detail during the afternoon lecture.
Got it?
If you follow me like this, even the Bible becomes easy.
It's good for you to understand the important parts.
You know that, right? Yes.
People's names. You know that, right?
Yes. Oh, you guys are amazing.
From So the Wongu, Angel Jung Young-soo and Angel Lee Shang-hee. They are singing My Hometown. They would only sing the first verse.
Is their hair stuck?
You came out to receive the level. You'll get it after the song, right?
There are a couple.
They are a couple. A couple.
We will have another song.
This time, it's from Jang Hong-myung, Angel Lee Jung-min, and Angel Sam. They are friends. They will sing My Love Like Starlight.
Wait, is that right?
Now that they're paired up like that, they look like they belong together. Oh my.
Yes, we will have another song.
They sing well, the voice is good, it's so pretty.
It's just that they didn't become vocalists. They are pretty good singers. They could bring one person next to them.
They are qualified. But people who can't even sing bring someone along, and both get it. Oh my, this is fun.
We will have a song. From Seoul, Seoul, Angel Kim Han-gil is performing Yearning.
He is a good singer. Here in our Heaven Palace. You must monitor him well so he doesn't slip on the stage. While singing. Don't get distracted.
Listen very carefully. This.
He sings very well if he had done it when he was young.
Kim Ho-jun.
Is it Kim Ho-jung? Kim Ho-jung.
That person sings very well. So he is very popular.
He sings that well, even without learning vocal music.
This person is the second Kim Ho-jung.
He is the second Kim Ho-jung. From now on, call him Kim Ho-jung. No, but...
Oh my.
He sang well, right?
If he meets a composer and rearranges it, he will probably sing even better.
Like Kim Ho-jung? Yes.
Right?
Yes.
From now on, call him Heaven's Kim Ho-jung.
Oh my.
No, he dances even better than Kim Ho-jung. He has charm. If he dresses uniquely and puts on some makeup, he will be popular with the whole nation. He with the whole nation.
So this PD needs to meet the person who makes those things.
So if they drop everything else and do that,
When they're on stage, it's fun, isn't it?
it's also very witty and fun. It's fun, right? Yeah! Oh my, when can I hear it again? Do I have to wait until next week? I like Yeonjung affection,
And I like it when men sing it too.
but I can't not listen to her version of it. Let's listen to just the first verse.
You know Yeonjung, right?
Yes. But the things the writer and the judges were saying in the background have disappeared. The expression is good, saying things like that. Why did that get cut up?
Why did you get cut?
It's not like it was edited out.
The version with all that.
There is. I like the version that has those parts.
The live singing. Because the writer says things like, oh, the expression is good. Amen. It's more lively and fun that way. But since that's missing, I'm just waiting for that sound. The expression that a woman has while singing is good. Even though she's a woman who sings very playful songs. When she sings that song, this woman, who did I say she was again? She was a faded connection. She is Lee Nan Young, the reincarnation of Lee Nan Young. That's right. She appears as an angel once too. Actually, Lee Nan Young has become a singer in her current life.
Otherwise, she wouldn't be a singer.
But look at the clothes she's wearing while singing this.
The sleeves are tied like that, and the bottom is puffy. The color of that outfit is stunning. Let's bring up the color of that outfit.
Can you see that outfit? That color. And do you see the sleeves? The sleeves. Where the sleeves are drooping down like that.
They're drooping like this, right? The sleeves? That outfit is very stylish. That also.
Oh, if I were to give it a score, I'd give it 30 trillion. 30 trillion? Let 30 trillion go into Ganghae. I gave my blessings to Ganghae. Hey. So 30 trillion went in there. I like that fashion. That woman's fashion has a charm, doesn't it? Women's clothes all have their own personality, but I don't know who made that, but only the sleeves are voluminous.
The rest is all slim fit, right?
It was made very uniquely. So this sleeve, the wrist part, right? The wrist is the same as her waist. The wrist is and her waist is also tied tightly like that. So the sleeves and the waist are both equally slim. Amen.
That is quite charming.
Watch her when she sings that song. I really don't just sit around. I have to listen to the song. I have to watch her expressions. I have to look at the fashion. Well, I have to see everything.
I see it all. The sleeve is tapered like this, right? But monks' robes have sleeves that are a meter long here.
So the sleeve is a meter long from here.
So 1 meter sleeve. It hangs down long. When you do this, it hangs down, but they've cut the armhole part to be tapered. It's wide at the bottom, just like that one.
Exactly.
If you open this part, it becomes like that robe, gathering the pleats like this. I watch the singing, study the fashion. I observe and study everything.
You know what I mean?
So a divine being sees things quite differently from you all.
That's how I evaluate the person.
So you should know that it's an honor to sing in front of a judge like me.
You know what I mean?
That's the Hanergum Song Contest as the highest authority in the world. Because the chief judge is a divine being. All right. Isn't that dope? Is there any other place where a divine being is the chief judge?
There isn't. There isn't. You know what I mean?
So to sing here, you have to be a world-class singer.
Got it?
Living your life, you have to come to heaven at the end to sing.
That makes you a real singer. Interesting, right?
Where?
Red lips.
Nahuna's red lips. Since there weren't many people in the morning, let's do it once more.
I'll put it on so everyone can hear it.
Nahuna's facial expressions are interesting. He's fun, has a good personality. So we have a lot of fun. Whenever Nahuna appears, it gets exciting. It's good once in a while. Nahuna, go into the 30-year creations. What remains at the pier after the ship is left? Black smoke?
Only black smoke remains at the pier after the ship is left. Comes out like that, right?
This is Nahuna's life. When the ship is there, Nahuna is a flashy star.
But Nahuna has a house deep in the mountains.
He's probably sitting there in his old age now, right? Sitting there. Only that black smoke remains.
Scars. Exactly. So the song reflects his own life. That's why when you listen to this song, his life flashes before your eyes like a panorama. You know what I mean?
Yes.
Why? Even those who loved him leave as he gets old and ill.
That's how it is. Nahuna isn't a spiritual leader, is he?
Whether a divine being lives to be 100 or 200, you are all there. But for those celebrities, it's not like that. When time passes, like a pier after the ship is left, only black smoke remains and everything leaves. Right?
But heaven is not like that.
Heaven, I am always there.
Come on. It's all the same, whether I'm here or not.
Everyone gathers around, but it's not like that there.
I suppose I have to. Solitude alone?
The level is very good.
Oh my. Later on, you might be able to see. No. Not so. What would you do if he suddenly came and sang here?
Wouldn't that be fun?
What if I hid Nahuna in my room and told him to play a Nahuna song, but then he walked out holding a microphone and started singing?
Wouldn't that be interesting?
We live waiting for such moments. You know what I mean? That's why some people are fun even when they're old. Age doesn't matter. Please come out and sing a song. Then he could come?
Let's look into it.
Now, I will set upon viewers. Okay. Going to the Moscow room.
하늘궁은 내가
begin today's worship. In the name of Hail Kyongyang, I command that the angels who offered songs today, the angels who entered heaven today, the angels attending today's Saturday lecture, the angels who paid for the consultation but couldn't come, the angels who paid for the lecture but couldn't come, the angels who made the resolution, and their families and ancestors receive a level of 2 trillion. In the name of Hail Kyongyang, I command that the angels watching on YouTube now and their families and ancestors receive a level of 500 billion. In the name of Hail Kyongyang, I command that the angels who came today with their blessings by way of nameplates and building donations and their families and ancestors receive a level of 3 trillion. Now, God ending the entire worship service.
Heavenly soldiers and angels, the music we just saw was good, right?
The video is good too, right? If I had to find one flaw, what would it be?
You haven't seen any flaws.
Divine being. You're angels, heavenly troops and angels.
Oh, that doesn't matter at all. You can call me divine being, friend, lover, or groom. It's all fine. It's all fine. Because I'm very close to you all.
That part doesn't matter. You made the video well.
But, you know, I'm very picky when it comes to review, right? Our archangel next to me made it.
The video is well made, but when the heaven scenes appear at the very end, when the lecture scenes appear,
the white heaven stone image needs to appear there. There's one where I'm sitting on it. You know, there's an image on the white stone.
it should be shown as a panorama. You know what I mean?
Because the white heaven stone is our symbol. Those other things are external images. The lecture hall and the white heaven stone must not be missing from Heaven Palace. Yeah?
Understood? When you think of the lecture hall, think of the white heaven stone.
The lecture hall images appear many times here. That was to show the angels. But the white heaven stone can be inserted in the middle. The white heaven stone. So it's good that the white heaven stone never misses from wherever we go.
Does the white heaven stone appear?
Come in. Let's look at the image of the white heaven stone.
Is it there?
Does it appear? Then it's well done. I might have missed it while looking at the ladies. The ladies' faces look so good that I was looking like this, so I might have missed it as it passed by.
In the New Jerusalem. The angel's there. When does it appear?
In the New Jerusalem.
Does it appear during the New Jerusalem life? If the white heaven stone appears, then it's a perfect score. Yes. Only then is it a perfect score. Here.
Does it appear at this time?
The beautiful white heaven stone appears. The white heaven wish stone appears.
Ah, it appears. Beautiful.
The white heaven stone, the wish stone is coming out there.
Since the white heaven stone appeared, it's 100 points.
Understood?
It's a huge relief that it's included. I was so focused because the women look so good. I was so captivated by it, truly. You understand?
I didn't look at it closely.
The world's most beautiful. Among the world's most beautiful people.
Then the white heaven stone appears there.
And the white that?
Turned out well, right?
So there are no flaws? I tried to point something out, but let's give a round of applause. Then this was very well made. Let's give the Archangel a round of applause. I tried to belittle the Archangel, but it backfired. I was just looking at your faces because they were interesting when this appeared. I don't really need to watch it here, right? I was so happy to see you all that I lost my focus while looking at your faces. I didn't watch this properly. Oh my, I made a big mistake. What am I supposed to do?
Give me a level.
I should level. I talk too much without giving the level. To the angels who came to heaven today and their families and ancestors, let level 1.5 enter. To the angels watching on YouTube and their families and ancestors, let level 450 billion enter.